Hey, what's up, y'all? Blake here. Welcome back to the channel. Got some NBA props we're going to look at for prize picks for Wednesday, February 19th. Finally back from the All-Star break, man. Time to get back on it. Been anxious, been ready. All-Star game, fucking joke. The whole shit's a joke. It's garbage. I hate it. Ready to watch this USA-Canada hockey game coming up on Thursday. And our last video that we gave before the All-Star break, we did hit both of those plays. Jaden McDaniels pushed. But it's, either way, you're still making money on that because the other play hit as well. So that puts us at 4-0 on our last two videos. We have hit our last four picks. So hopefully you've been tailing, maybe make some money. On to the next. Here we go. First one we're going to be taking a look at shit ton of games. A shit ton of games. First one we get to take a look at here is Derek White over 13.5 points. Now, last time we took him against the Mavs, just recently, we got burned. We got absolutely burned. Boston got destroyed by Dallas. He did not play for the half of the third quarter and any of the fourth quarter. Crazy, of course, when we took him, right? So, but now we take a look at Derek White. We're still going to take the over 13.5 points. This game is projected to be close, -6 spread. DK does have him at -125 to go under 14.5. So DK doesn't like him quite getting 14. So the line reflects it at 13.5. I still like the over here. It's not enough to make me stray away from it. So we take a look at his stats. He's averaging over his last 9 games. He's averaging 18 points. 18 points over his last 9 games. Been shooting the ball really well. Field goal attempts are up. We want 10 is that number we really want to get to. 10 field goal attempts or higher. We know he's going to get hot from three. His three-pointer is made right now. The 2.5 is a goblin. So that's pretty much saying easy money, right? So they're expecting him to at least get 3 because the goblin set at 2.5 on three-pointers made. So there's 9 points right there. You see the 3-point game log right here, been smashing it. So we said over his last 9 games, he's averaging 18 points per game. That does include one right here against Philly, where he does give them 17 points in 34 minutes, shooting 6 of 11, 5 from 9 from 3. There's a good chance we get this just from 3-pointers. Doesn't get to the line a whole lot. We really don't need him to. He's going to bang out some threes, man. And it's like I said, should be in the game, should get heavy minutes, should be a close game, -6. So that'll be pick number 1, Derek White, over 13.5 points. And now we hop over to this next one. This next one, if you're on paper kind of guy, stats on paper, you may not like this one as much, but it's going to be Harrison Barnes. You could go points. I like rebounds and assists. His rebounds are set at 4.5. I do like rebounds and assists. I like the over here when we look at rebounds and assists for Harrison Barnes going up against Phoenix. So on paper, this is a bit of a tougher matchup on paper because Phoenix is kind of tough to forwards on rebounds and assists both. But with Wemby on the floor, and we have to include Wemby when we look at this because he is a difference maker, Harrison Barnes is going to clear this in 11 of his last 14 games. 11 of his only 3 times in his last 14 games has he not hit this, and he's averaging 7.8 rebounds and assists in each of those games. So the Suns, man, they're still really iffy down low. I mean, Nick Richards has been their guy that it seems like they're going to stick with. But they're still like he's barely clearing 20 minutes some games, like 20 minutes. The next game, like he'll get like 17 minutes. They're just still, the rotation isn't quite there. So I just think that's going to be the hole here, right? That's going to be the edge we get. They're going to have a little hole in the defense, trying to figure out all these rotations that they got going on. But Nick Richards has been doing solid. He's been doing solid, but I just think the Spurs are going to be a lot to handle down there. And I think that rebounds come into play because the Nick Richards, man, he's going to have his hands full with Wemby. Now, KD is probably going to be more with Harrison Barnes here, but I still think it's enough to get us an edge. Like I said, especially with our hit rate that we've got 11 of his last 14. And on average, he is seeing this season 11 potential rebounds and assists combined this season. So he'd have to cash on more than half of those. But again, that is for the entirety of the season. So you take take that for what it's worth. So that'll be both my picks, man. Harrison Barnes over 6.5 rebounds and assists. That game is also projected to be pretty close. So neither one of these should be blowouts. We're not expecting them to be. I think our game, -2.5 here, and then -6 for Boston and Philly. So I think these are pretty good spots for both of these guys, man. I think, on this one, everything looks solid. This one on paper doesn't look as solid. But either way, I think these are two solid picks. So let me know what y'all think. Derek White over his points, Harrison Barnes over his rebounds and assists. Good luck. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Later.